Leo, I was talking to a student from China last week, and she said something that made me laugh, but also made me realize how tricky English idioms can be.
Oh no, what did she say?
She said, I am feeling very green today. My friend got a promotion.
Wait, she said she feels green? Like physically green?
Exactly. In her language, saying green is a way to express jealousy. It makes perfect sense in her culture. But in English,
If you say I feel green, most native speakers will think you're sick, like you're about to throw up.
bingo. That's exactly what I told her. And that's why today we're diving into color idioms, because these expressions sound simple, but they're some of the most commonly misused phrases by English learners.
I love this topic. I remember when I first heard seeing red. I thought someone was literally looking at the color red.
That would be a very confusing conversation. What are you doing? I'm seeing red. Do you need an eye doctor?
Exactly. But today we're going to fix all of that. I'm Maya.
And I'm Leo. Welcome to Speak Like a Native Word Power, episode 44.
Let's get into it.
So, Leo, let's start with the one my student got wrong. The idiom is green with envy.
Green with envy, not just green.
Exactly. We never say I'm green in English to mean jealous. The full phrase is green with envy, and we usually use it in a complete sentence. For example, she was green with envy when she saw my new car.
So it's not a feeling you describe in the moment, like I'm green right now.
Right. It's more of a description of someone's emotional state in a specific situation. Let me give you another example. Imagine you're at a party. Your friend just got back from a trip to Paris. You could say, I'm so jealous. That's direct and natural. Or you could say, I'm green with envy.
Oh, I see. So it's a more colorful, expressive way to say you're jealous?
Exactly. But there's a nuance. Green with envy is usually used when someone else has something you want, a possession, an experience, an opportunity. It's not for romantic jealousy. We don't say he's green with envy because his girlfriend texted another guy.
Wait, really? What do we say for romantic jealousy?
We'd say jealous or possessive. Or there's another idiom, green-eyed monster, but that's more literary. Shakespeare used it. You'll hear it in books and movies, but it's not super common in everyday conversation.
Okay, good to know. So, green with envy for when your coworker gets the corner office or your friend gets a new phone.
Exactly. Now, I want to talk about a mistake I hear from Spanish speakers. In Spanish, there's an expression, está verde de envidia, which translates directly to be green with envy. So Spanish speakers actually get this one right more often. But the mistake they make is word order. They might say, I am green with envy of you.
That sounds almost right.
It does, but it's slightly off. We don't use of after green with envy. We just say, I'm green with envy. If you want to say who you're jealous of, you'd say, I'm green with envy about your new job, or I'm green with envy over your vacation, not of.
Okay, so no of. Got it. Green with envy about or over.
Perfect. Now let's move to our second color idiom, seeing red. This one is very common and very powerful.
Seeing red. I think I've heard this in movies. It means you're really, really angry, right?
Yes, but it's a specific kind of anger. Seeing red means you're so angry that you lose control. You're furious. You're not just annoyed or frustrated, you're in a rage.
So, if I'm stuck in traffic and I'm frustrated, I'm not seeing red.
No, you're just annoyed. Seeing red is for when that anger explodes. For example, when he found out someone had scratched his car, he saw red.
Oh, that's strong. So it's like you can't think clearly because you're so angry.
Exactly. The origin of this idiom is interesting. When people get extremely angry, their blood pressure rises, and some people actually report seeing a red haze or red flashes. So it's based on a physical sensation.
That's fascinating. So if I say I saw red when my boss gave me extra work on Friday afternoon, that makes sense?
That works because it implies a strong emotional reaction. But here's the thing. Seeing red is usually used for a specific moment of intense anger, not a general state. So you'd say, I saw red when, not, I'm always seeing red.
Right, it's a moment, not a personality trait.
Exactly. Now, Chinese speakers often confuse this. In Chinese, you might say, I'm so angry, my eyes are red, but that doesn't translate to English. Saying my eyes are red in English sounds like you've been crying or you have allergies.
That's a great point. A learner from China might say I'm red-eyed with anger, and a native speaker would think they need eye drops.
Exactly. So remember, for extreme anger, we say seeing red. For regular anger, we say angry, frustrated, annoyed, or upset. They're all different levels.
Okay, let's pause and review. We have green with envy for jealousy and seeing red for extreme anger. What's next?
This next one is my favorite, and it's probably the most useful in daily life: gray area.
Gray area. I've heard this one. It's for things that aren't clearly right or wrong, right?
Exactly. A gray area is a situation that isn't black and white. It's not clearly good or bad, right or wrong, allowed or forbidden. It's in between.
Give me an example.
Sure. Imagine you're at work and your coworker asks you to cover for them while they take a long lunch. It's not exactly against the rules, but it's not exactly following the rules either. That's a gray area.
Oh, I see. So it's like a gray zone, a gray area. Wait, do we spell it gray or gray?
Great question. Both are correct. Gray is the British spelling, gray is the American spelling, but the idiom is the same. Most Americans use gray in writing, but you'll hear both in conversation.
So I can say, this is a gray area in the US and no one will correct me?
Exactly. Now here's a common mistake. Some learners say it's a gray area for me when they mean I'm not sure about something.
Oh, I've heard that. What's wrong with it?
Well, gray area usually describes a situation or a rule, not a person's internal confusion. For example, the rules about working from home are a gray area at my company. That's correct because it's about the situation. But if you say I'm in a gray area about whether to quit my job, that sounds a bit odd.
So how do we express personal confusion?
We'd say I'm uncertain, I'm torn, I'm on the fence, or I'm conflicted. Gray area is for external situations, not internal feelings.
Okay, that's a really important distinction. So gray area, the situation is unclear. I'm on the fence. I personally can't decide.
You've got it. Now, let's talk about one more common error. Arabic speakers sometimes mix up gray area with gray matters, which is a completely different thing. Gray matter refers to the brain literally, so using your gray matter means thinking hard.
So gray area is for situations. Gray matter is for brains. Got it.
Exactly. And for our learners from all language backgrounds, the key is to remember that idioms are fixed expressions. You can't change the words. You can't say I'm red with anger instead of seeing red. You can't say yellow with jealousy instead of green with envy.
Why do you think learners make this mistake so often? Is it because they're translating from their native language?
That's exactly it. Every language has color idioms, but they don't translate directly. In Korean, for example, people say my eyes turn black when they're angry. In German, green is associated with hope, not jealousy. So the trick is to learn the English idiom as a fixed chunk, not as a translation of your native expression.
That's such good advice. So when I learn a new idiom, I should learn the whole phrase, not just the meaning.
Exactly. Learn green with envy as three words that live together. Don't learn green as jealous color, because that's how mistakes happen.
Okay, I think it's time for a practice round. Maya, can you quiz me?
I'd love to. Let me give you three situations. You tell me which idiom fits. Green with envy, seeing red, or gray area.
Let's do it.
Situation 1. Your brother just bought a brand new sports car. You really want one too. You feel
Green with envy, because I want what he has.
perfect. Situation 2. Your neighbor's dog wakes you up at 3 a.m. every night. Last night, you finally snapped. You
Saw red, because I lost my temper.
excellent. Last one. Your company has a rule that says you can't accept gifts from clients, but a client gives you a box of chocolates. Is that a gift or just a gesture? This is
A gray area, because it's not clearly right or wrong.
Wow, Leo, you got all three right. I'm impressed.
Well, I have a good teacher. And I have to say, understanding these idioms makes me feel more confident. Before, I would have just said, I'm jealous or I'm angry. And those work, but they don't have the same impact.
That's the beauty of idioms. They add color, literally, to your language. They make you sound more natural, more expressive, more like a native speaker.
Speaking of which, before we wrap up, I have to ask, is there a subscribe moment? Because I know our listeners want more of these word power episodes.
Yes, there is. If you're listening and you want to master more idioms like these, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. We release a new episode every single day, and trust me, you don't want to miss the ones coming up. We've got episodes on body language idioms, food idioms, animal idioms, all the good stuff.
And if you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, just hit that follow button. It helps us reach more learners like you.
Exactly. Now, let's do one final review. Leo, can you give us the 3 key takeaways from today?
Absolutely. Number 1, green with envy. You say this when you're jealous of something someone has. Never just I'm green.
Perfect.
Number 2, seeing red. This is for extreme anger when you lose control, not for everyday frustration.
Right.
And number 3, gray area. This is for situations that aren't clearly right or wrong, and it's about the situation, not your personal confusion.
Beautiful summary. And here's your challenge for today, listeners. I want you to use one of these 3 idioms in a real conversation this week. Or if you're shy about speaking, write a sentence in the comments below this episode.
Yes, we read every comment, and maybe we'll even share some of your examples in a future episode.
That's right. So go ahead, make someone green with envy with your new English skills.
Or make everyone see red because you're so good at idioms.
Let's aim for the first one, Leo.
Fair enough. Thanks for joining us on Speak Like a Native. Keep practicing, keep listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.
See you next time.